the point is, once we kind of put the emotion to the side, like put the emotion to the side and just look at it as an experience and then decide how you want to feel about it. Meaning, what do you want to tell yourself this means? But we rush into the emotion, we rush into the value judgment. Oh my God, I gotta get along with my sister, I gotta get along with my mother, I don't gotta get along with nobody. Not if you out your mind and you coming at me like you lost your mind. I'ma hand it back to you. I'm gonna hand it right. Like we don't, but I say that to say if when you understand it, you're free. You're free to make the best choice. I don't have to get along with you because you're my mother. It's most of the time in my best interest, but it's not all the time. They're not always right and you're always wrong. It's not always best to defer. Sometimes you gotta be like, nah, I can't love you, but no. I tell my daughter sometimes I love you, but absolutely not. Right? My mom, no, I'm not gonna roll with you on that one either. Right? So if I can tell my mother no, I can definitely tell my daughter no. Right? And if I can tell them no, then everybody else is really gonna catch a no. Right? But just the freedom to say no is the best ability to say yes because you're free to say no. You can make the best thing. You're not making decisions based on guilt or fear or shame or what will people think or what will I think or what will like actually you're free to look at your options and say what's the best choice for me that is going to reflect my desired end or who I want to be or how I want things to work. Like, what is the actual best choice? When we put the value judgment away of how you're going to feel about yourself or what other people are going to think about you or what society tells you, you don't really realize that you're not making the best choices half the time. You're making the choice that everybody will agree with or and society will confirm, but that still doesn't stop you from, like Veronica said, still won't stop you from arguing with this person in your mind over and over because you haven't settled it. It hasn't settled within your own mind. You haven't decided how you feel about it, how you want to feel about it, how you should feel about it, and what you're going to do. So your mind just keeps eating. Can you imagine if you can deal with yourself? You can deal with anything. If somebody can make you mad and they never know it, yes, Alexis. If somebody can make you mad and they never know it, and you get to curse them out in your mind and can stab them 3 times and everything else, and then in 5 minutes you back like, hey, how's it going? They're like, but I just, oh yeah, don't worry about that. I know you like me. I know it. Right? Like you have such command. That's what Joe Dispenza talks about as far as well, if you can control yourself, you have control of your environment. If you let your environment control you, you don't have control. You're in trouble. You'll be controlled by the outside world forever. You'll never be free. You'll never be able to have you'll never be able to overcome. You'll never have the power of yourself. But the point is, it's not that we have to go too far or not go far or whatever else it is. But the point is, if you just understand how the brain works, you'll be more free to work it better. If you realize like I could say I'm gonna stab all their tires. If that makes you feel better in the moment, tell yourself that it makes you feel. You're not telling them that. Nobody knows what you're thinking. You're not harming yourself. You're just being free enough to say, I feel something in this moment. And yes, it's the freedom of all because when you're free to choose, I'm a choker or I'm a hugger, then you actually will choose the best one for you because you're free. It's not what you've always chosen. You're not going to choose something begrudgingly because you can choose anything, right? And you'll make better choices when you're not conditioned or limited upon society and the rules and all this other stuff that you think you're abiding by, and all you're doing is hoarding all these emotions that you never get over. And so all it takes is one more time to see that person one more time, and you can't hold it now, right? Now you really slashing their tires for real. Now you're out there doing stuff that you couldn't, right? Now you're out here going to jail for real. When you could have done everything you wanted to do to them in your mind, get it off your back, off your chest, and then come back when you're ready and you're good. Right? When you can control yourself, that is the strong. That's strong. That is what they say. A person who can control themselves is stronger than a person who can take a city.
No, 100%.
Right?